Want to make videos that people can literally look around in? Here's how to do it for free with your A1 footage using Antigravity Studio. Let's get started. To download Antigravity Studio, go to the Antigravity website, go to the download section, select the correct version for your computer, click download and install it. Let's import some footage. To do this, go to Open Files. Locate the folder with your footage. Select all the clips. Click Open and wait for the footage to load. Let's add guides to make the footage easier to edit. Go to Window, then Guides, and click Center Point. Then go back to Window, Guides, and click Gridlines. Now it's easier to find the middle of the video. To preview the video, tap the play button. Click and drag the screen to look around. There are two places to edit in Antigravity Studio, the Media tab and the Project tab. The Media tab is for editing a single video clip, and the Project tab is for editing multiple video clips. It's easier to edit the single clips for the VR video in the Media tab, and later you will put together the edited clips in the Project tab. Let's start editing the clips one by one. Scroll the timeline until you find where you want the video to start. Then click Mark as Start Point. This will now become the new start position of the clip. And don't worry, your original footage is never affected. Let's say each clip in this video is going to be 15 seconds long. Scroll forward 15 seconds in the timeline. Click Mark Endpoint, and now the clip is 15 seconds long. To make the clip playback smoothly, the direction lock has to be turned off. To do this, go to Direction Lock and select Free View. Let's adjust the clip settings to make it look better. Go to the Accessories tab, and in Stitching Optimization, I like to use AI stitching. This tends to give the best stitch line results. Let's add a color grade. Go to the Media tab. Here you can adjust the sliders to play with the color grade. The colors look great straight out of the camera, but for social media, boost the saturation to make the colors pop. That's one clip edited. Let's edit the second clip. Repeat the same process. Find where you want the clip to start. Click Mark Start Point. Scroll forward 15 seconds in the timeline. Click Mark Endpoint. Now you have a 15-second clip. Change the direction lock to Free View. Choose AI Stitching. Apply a color grade. And now the second clip is edited. Let's edit the third clip. Repeat the same process. Find where you want the clip to start. Click Mark Start Point. Scroll forward 15 seconds in the timeline. Click Mark Endpoint. Now you have a 15-second clip. Change the direction lock to Free View. Choose AI Stitching. Apply a color grade. And now the third clip is edited. Let's edit the fourth clip. Same process again. Mark your start point. Mark the end point. Change the direction lock to Free View. Choose AI Stitching. Apply a color grade. And now the fourth clip is edited. Now that all the clips are edited, let's go to the Project tab to put all the clips together into a single timeline. To do this, click Project, click New Project, choose a file name. Choose where to save the project. Select the ratio 2:1 360 panorama. Select the frame rate 30 frames per second. If you have an old or slow computer, then you can create proxies to help make your editing smoother. If you are working on a high-end computer, then you will not need proxies. Click Confirm. Temporary media will show all the footage you edited in the Media tab. Since the clips are already edited, all you need to do is click the plus button to add the clips into the timeline. Use the slider to zoom in and out the timeline. Now all the clips are in a single timeline. To reorder the clips, click and drag a clip to the new position in the timeline. To preview the video in a 360 viewer, click the 360 monitor button and click and drag the screen to look around. To show the grid lines and center point like before, click the menu icon and select Grid Lines and Center Point. To change the clip center point, select the clip, go to Video, Reorient, and adjust the pan to the new center point. Adjust the center point for the other clips as well. The center point is the default view your audience will see when they look straight ahead in the VR headset. In the Image tab, you can adjust the stitching settings. In the Adjust tab, you can change the color grade. Antigravity Studio has some licensed music you can use in your video. To add music to your video, put the playhead at the beginning of the timeline. The music will start from here. Click the Music button. There are many categories of music to explore. Since this video is in the air, let's explore the fly category. Go through each track and find a piece of music you like. There are many nice ones to choose from. When you found a music track you like, click the plus button to add it to the timeline. Look at the waveform to find where the music builds up. Start the music here for an epic introduction into the video. To start the music at this position, click the playhead at the start point and click Mark Start Point. Then drag the music track to the beginning of the timeline. And now the video starts with some epic music. To cut the music at the end of the video, click the playhead at the end of the timeline and click Mark End Point. Now the music perfectly fits the start and end of the video. To fade the music in, drag the Fade In slider. To fade out the music, drag the Fade Out slider. To adjust the music volume, drag the volume slider. Now, even though there are options to add text and transitions, I would not recommend using them in an immersive 360 video because they were designed for reframed videos and not immersive 360 videos. The final step is to export your video for YouTube. To do this, click the Export button. Choose a file name. Choose a folder to save the video to. Choose the export mode single clip. Choose the resolution 8K. Choose the frame rate 30 frames per second. Leave the bitrate as it is. Leave the encoding format as H.265. If you shot your A1 footage during the day, then leave Remove Grain unchecked. But if you shot in low light, then you can turn remove grain on to improve your low light video quality. Click Export to save the video to your computer. Then click the export queue to see the progress. Once the export is finished, you can view the finished video in Antigravity Studio itself. Go back to the Media tab. Click Import. Go to the folder where you exported the video. Select the video and click Open. Click Play. And now you can watch your finished video. To check it before uploading the video to YouTube. When you upload an 8K video to YouTube, it can take up to 8 weeks before your video is finally processed in 8K resolution, so you have to be patient. Now you know how to make a video your audience can turn around on YouTube. If you haven't got your A1 already, I have a special deal where you can get a free launchpad when you buy the A1, so if you're interested, check out the link in the video description. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and I will see you in the next video.